Radio.
The sound of where we live is
BBC Radio Bradford.
In a 2-hour online session today, pupils from 18 different Bradford secondary schools will be asking questions, giving answers, and hopefully shining a brighter light on some possible solutions.
So today, via Zoom, we've got students from 18 schools coming together. They represent 20,000 young people from our 18 schools across Bradford, from 4 big school trusts, from Dixon's, Exceed, BDAT and Bexford. And we're all coming together and we're going to debate some of the big issues from the last year, share some really powerful testimony, and bring them together really to talk about how what's happened to them over the last year and what they're hoping to do for the future.
Hi everyone, I would like to welcome you to the Schools Pandemic Recovery Summit. Today we will be discussing how the pandemic has impacted student education in Bradford. We have vigorously discussed what we believe are the most important topics that are needed to be discussed in today's session. We have a number of schools from Bradford all working together with panellist participants, witness and guests all watching, and we are hoping that we can resolve the issues students have faced in these very challenging times. I will now hand you over to my colleagues, Camille, Mohsin, Michael and Emma, so they can set the scene for our conference and share some young people's experience over the last year.
Around this time last year, the outbreak of the coronavirus had spread to the UK, and the world suddenly stopped. The world we once knew that was filled with colour and light abruptly turned colourless and dull. At first, we felt glad taking 2 weeks off school. But now, a year and a bit later, we've barely even battled out this deadly virus. Uncertainty, anxiety, and depression. We have gone through so much considering how we were forced into sudden confinement. Some took this time to find themselves, some just relaxed, and some found it difficult. However, we could all agree that we've missed the sense of normality. Time became futile and notional. Minutes became hours, hours turned into days, and days turned into months. How many times have we told each other as soon as lockdown ends, or we'd be doing prom around this time? Little things that we anticipated for has lost its opportunity. The streets of Bradford have never looked so alienated out of the 16 years of living here, because of extra measures we need to take through social distancing and frequent hand sanitizing. But these changes are only because Bradford has been trying their best to tackle the coronavirus and to provide a secure and safe place for Bradfordians to live in.
Every covered face, every wipe, every step aside, every 20 seconds, every friend unhugged.
COVID-19 has affected young people's lives in many ways, but the one previous constant in our life, school, has been badly missed. We are all looking forward to bringing back some normality in our lives, but most of all, we are looking forward to being teenagers again.
Lovely to be back in school, being able to socialise again, but there's no doubt that there is uncertainty regarding exams and when life is going to start feeling normal again.
You know, Bradford is the youngest city. We're known as the youngest city in the UK because of the youth population, and today you've just done a tremendous job of conveying some of the challenges that young people in the youngest city have experienced, but also some of the solutions to those challenges and the very real concerns that you have for your education and how you really want to get through this difficult time.
We also talked about if you create opportunities and they're optional, then sometimes it's just the people who are most well off who get to access those. And so there was a strong sense that we wanted to make sure that disadvantaged young people get those opportunities too. And we actually talked about the role students could play in encouraging other students to come along to those activities. So perhaps a student-led campaign to encourage fellow pupils and students along to those activities.
Your voice is important because, as Sophia said, Bradford is the youngest city in the UK. 1 in 4 of our residents are under 18. So your contribution and your voice is very important to the likes of me when I'm thinking about how to design and deliver services for the district. And I think Anne-Marie's suggestion about a summit type arrangement where we can all come together to think about and plan for the future is really a good one.
You know, our pledge is that we will tackle these issues, and we'll tackle these issues with you and by listening to you. And this is just the first stage. I do know that the steering group, we are all committed to moving forward the Citizens UK agenda, because we see people power as the way of us developing that community resilience. So thank you to everybody that's been here today. Thank you very much to the panellists. Particular thank you to the students. If we were going to talk about the positives of lockdown, I would say that everything that's happened out the pandemic, this opportunity has been one of the best that we've experienced. And
think you should be enormously proud of yourselves for what you've achieved today and capturing this moment. It is a moment in history, and I'm sure we'll all look back and reflect on that.